Alright, welcome back everyone. Dr. Ben, not a real doctor here. And let's talk about some ways that you can get a little bit more movement into your life. We're not going to go crazy on this. I'm going to share some examples and talk about the mindset of getting more movement into your life. But to do that, I'm going to jump on this bike and head over to a local park. So let's get going. So this is a park that's about a 5-minute bike ride from my house. I could pack everything up in the car and bring it over here to shoot this video, but it's not that much more effort to put it in my backpack and then ride my bike over here to shoot the video. And that's what I'm talking about when I'm saying a shift in mindset. Like, it's always more convenient to use the car than to walk or ride your bike. But if you really want to make movement a priority in your life, you have to shift your thinking and think about ways that you can work more movement in that aren't going to be such an inconvenience that you don't have time for it, but also you can spread out throughout your day. Walking to the grocery store, biking to the park, little things like that can make a big difference. There's a great little tree limb over here. Walking along, maybe you can just have a couple maybe 2 minutes of hanging, swinging, and get a little bit of movement on that way. Maybe you walk past a rail and you spend a few minutes trying to climb on it, balance it. It's not about getting more working out. It's about exploring your environment. Stop seeing the paths and stop seeing the places that are designed to walk on and start looking for other ways to explore the environment with movement. And doing that throughout the day is going to make a much bigger difference than just, another 15 minutes in the gym. I'm going to share another one with you. We're going to go take a little ride. So back to the house. Now, you might be saying, but Ben, there are some places that are just too far to walk or bike. And you're absolutely right. Nobody's going to Costco and walking all that crap back. But here are a few things that you can do to get a little extra movement on those car drives. Well, once you get to where you're going on those car drives. So let's go for a little ride here, and I'll show you a couple tricks to get a little extra movement in your life. All right, so we're gonna run down here to Home Depot. Just bought a house, and apparently you buy a house and then you just go to Home Depot every day for the rest of your life. But the thing about Home Depot is that it has a pretty big parking lot usually. And that's what I'm going to use to demonstrate this change in mindset. See, part of the problem is that we're so conditioned to convenience that we don't want to do things that are any sort of extra effort at all. And that's where working more movement into our lives comes to be more about changing our mindset and our perspective and looking for movement opportunities than it does like getting up an hour earlier and going to the gym. Don't get me wrong, getting up and going to the gym and working out, there's definitely a lot of benefits there. You can do a lot of good for yourself by doing something like that. But if you're just stepping into this, a lot of people don't really want to do that. A lot of people don't enjoy it, and enjoying your movement, I think, is extremely important to continuing with it, and also just enjoying your life in general, right? If the thing that you're doing to keep you healthy is something that also makes you miserable, it's got to be holding you back in some way. So I'm going to show a few parking lot tricks here that I use to get a little extra movement in my life. Alright, so like Saturday at Home Depot, this place is crazy, man. There's a food truck set up over there and everything. But Home Depot is way back over here. I'm not parked as far away as you could possibly get, but I'm pretty far away. And that's one of the best ways to get a little more walking in, is when you go someplace, don't park right up front. Park further away. I mean, my truck necessitates that. Bertha's huge, but I got the Rabbit today. Lauren's in Virginia. So park a little bit further away so there's a little bit of walk. If you're hitting a few stores in the same place, don't move your car every time, walk there. And if you're in such a hurry, if you're so busy that you can't spare an extra 10 or 15 minutes of walking, then the problem is your priorities. The problem is not that you don't have enough movement in your life, it's that you haven't prioritized movement. You probably need to look at your schedule and what you're doing and find ways to free up more time for yourself. You can't be healthy if you're scheduled to the gills with tasks every second of every day. So prioritize movement. Another little thing that, I mean, this is kind of like a little kid thing to do, but I have a lot of fun with it. Most of these parking lots, you've got like curbs all the way around. Sometimes they got those little blocks, and you can have lots of fun walking up to the store, practicing balancing on the curb. Almost everybody needs more balance work. I've been doing it a lot. I love it, and I could still use more practice. There's no such thing as too much balance work. So you got a little curb here you can go and play balance on. But that's the big trick here, guys. Don't overthink it. Find little ways to add extra movement into your life. And just have fun with it, It's about having fun, finding new ways to explore your environment. A big part of the reason why we don't have so much movement is because we've sterilized our movements or our environment to the point where they're just easy to navigate. Find ways to make it complicated from a interest standpoint, not complicated like you walk to the grocery store and now you need to go take a 3-hour nap because you're exhausted. But that's just what I'm talking about, is use your mind. Take the stairs, walk to the grocery store, park further away, hit multiple stores from the same parking spot. Little things like that can make a huge difference. Another really big one is sitting on the ground. You're going to change positions a lot more. You'll stretch out more. You won't be locked into a single position sitting in a chair or a couch. But I'm going to go brave Home Depot. It looks like kind of a madhouse over there, but wish me luck. If there's no video next week, I guess I didn't make it out. Anyway, till next time, keep your life in motion.